and welcome to the Bond Room Unlocked, where we normally take an item from this 27-year-old Bond collection and relate it to one of the Bond films that we know and love with the help of fan thoughts and special guests. But today we're going to do something slightly different. Now, with the certain demise of the Daniel Craig era, and no possible way that Daniel Craig could return to the role, the question on everyone's lips is who will take over that special Bond mantle. Now, it seems that anyone and everybody who has been on TV and in film recently will get that Bond treatment. Jonathan Bailey, star of Bridgerton Season 2, has been newly added to that list. A list involving Henry Cavill, Tom Hardy, Sam Heughan, Idris Elba, Regé-Jean Page, Dan Stevens, to name but a few. Yet, it is one man who I have tipped for the Bond role since 2015, who I believe is ideal for the role: Aidan Turner. Now, it's been 20 years since we last had an Irishman play the role of our super spy, so surely it's time again. But why Aidan Turner, do we ask? Well, he is of an ideal age at 38 to land the role. Now, remember that Daniel Craig was the same age when he landed the role in Casino Royale back in 2006. And he has the look that would attract both men and women. Dark, handsome, has a good physicality to himself. I mean, he modelled back in 2017 for Dunhill, London, and proved there that he could carry off that stylish suit. Let's hear what Bond fan Denise thinks of Aidan Turner.
Hi Denise, happy Friday here. Just a quick word to say that I am really looking forward to Aidan Turner being the next Bond. Well, I hope that he is anyway. I think he's got a very Dalton-ish look about him, and I think he would also portray Bond in a kind of Dalton way, which for me isn't a bad thing because I love Dalton. He was very, very good in Poldark, and he was excellent in the Agatha Christie adaptation of And Then There Were None. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, I think that was that was great. He really looked the part. He really looked like Bond in that. So fingers crossed that he will be chosen. And apparently he's 5-1 in the bookies now, Victoria. So fingers crossed. Bye bye.
I'll take those odds any day. Well, remember when Craig emerged from the sea, dripping wet in Casino Royale in a roundabout homage to Dr. No and Ursula Andress? Well, Aidan Turner has done a similar thing in the series of Poldark, looking equally as eye-catching, if not more, emerging from the sea, sodden and windswept. Anyhow, let's hear from Bond supporting artist Steve Barnett, who has been involved in the last 3 Daniel Craig films, and his thoughts on Aidan Turner.
My choice for our next Bond is Aidan Turner. Here are some of the reasons why. Aidan Turner, bullet points, forgive the pun. Who is Aidan Turner? He's an Irish actor, best known for his roles as Killy in the three-part fantasy film The Hobbit, John Mitchell in the supernatural drama TV series Being Human, and Dante Gabriel Rossetti in Desperate Romantics. Aidan Turner is a born leader with extraordinary drive and determination, insisting on his right to make up his own mind. He's already proved this many times on set in all productions he's been involved with. He demands freedom of thought and action and don't let anything or anyone stand in his way once he is committed to his goal.
Now, Turner fans will know that the actor knows how to handle himself. Steve, do you care to elaborate?
He can fight with his fists. He can fight with swords. He can even fight with guns. He can ride a horse. He is trained in Latin American and ballroom dancing. That one come in handy with the ladies, I'm sure.
So, the item I want to share with you today is a general James Bond item. And I always think that James Bond should smell nice. You know, I felt if I met the character, he would have to smell fragrant. Well, I doubt he would use this, but this is Bond 007 soap that was issued in the 90s. And here we have the bar there. And then we've got the box, the luxury soap, 150 grams. Yeah, it's still got some smell about it, considering it is, 27 years old. But yeah, this is a very unusual item, James Bond soap.
So the search for a new Bond has begun. Daniel Craig's hung up his Walther PPK for the final time in No Time to Die. My choice to replace Daniel Craig would be Irishman Aidan Turner. He's got the dark, edgy look of a Timothy Dalton, who just happens to be my favourite Bond. And I think he could bring that swagger and coolness, a 60s kind of vibe and look to the franchise that I think really the franchise should be looking to go into. So for me, the next Bond, Aidan Turner. Now, well known for his role as Poldark, I actually haven't seen Turner in Poldark. Turner came to me in the Agatha Christie adaptation of Then There Was None, which he made an entrance coming down a staircase in a full tuxedo, and he looked very much the part of a James Bond. Cigarette in hand, very cool, very dark, very swagger. So yeah, definitely Aidan Turner's your man.
You've heard us all talk about Agatha Christie's And Then There Was None, where Turner portrayed a morally depraved character called Philip Lombard. Yet in 2015, he was cast as Ross Poldark in the series Poldark that ran for 4 years on the BBC, and it was very successful. And Turner portrayed the character with heroicism. He was seductive, he was tough when he needed to be, he had to think on his feet. Yes, he would have to swap the tricorn hat for the tuxedo, but all these things are a precursor to James Bond, so surely he has to be the main choice. What are your thoughts on Turner as Bond? I would love to hear from you. Just drop us a message in the comments below. So that's it for our Aidan Turner inspired episode. If you have enjoyed it, then give it an MI6 stamp of approval and click on the notifications below. And why not subscribe to the Bond Room Unlocked YouTube channel? You don't want to miss out on all the great things coming up. The Bond Room Unlocked is also found on Facebook, where we have over 1,000 members, and on Instagram too, where we get more content. You can also catch me occasionally co-hosting on SpyMovieNavigator.com with Tom Pizzato and Dan Silvestri. And have you watched the new spy film on Amazon yet? All the Old Knives, starring Chris Pine? Well, check it out and listen to our non-spoiler review. I'd like to thank my guests today, Denise, Steve and Craig. And I'd like to thank you for joining me. The Bond Room Unlocked. See you next time.